Hey y'all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome to the channel. This is just going to be a quick little update. Going to answer a few questions, something I get quite often. One is, how do I plan my travel in a pandemic? Well, we're going to find that out. Also, I want to show you the new website. The website just went live, and I'm very proud of this thing. Matter of fact, let's get over there right now. Look at this thing. Full wide view. It's got an intro video on it. You scroll down. This is also connected to the Roku channel. Right here where it says subscribe to RVerTV, that'll go to YouTube. Then over here, look at this, browse videos and stream live channel, and I'll show you that in just a second. Then there's pictures and whatnot with more Roku, and then the connections to Twitter and Facebook down here. Now, if you go up top of the website and say, watch live stream, check this out. My internet's slightly slow today. There it is. That is what's streaming live right now on Roku. On Roku, there's over 185 videos now loaded. Actually, this is California last summer. And you can stream live. So if you're bored, go to the website. You can do this right off your phone or desktop, whatever. And you can watch RVerTV, and this will give you that. Then you can just see what's going on the Roku channel. Now, if you go over here and say watch on demand, watch this. And here's all the categories. This is on demand. You can see each video. And once again, you can stream it straight off the website on your phones and whatnot. And go through, there's all last year's travels. Everything. Right there. Isn't that cool? Then you got the about, which this is still under construction a little bit. I'll be adding some more photos and some more info on the website, and then also my general contact with the mailing address. And if you want to send a message, it'll go to the email. So right here, RVerTV@gmail.com. Anyway, I'm real happy with the website. It was long overdue. Plus, to integrate the live stream of Roku straight to this too is, I think, cool. Now, in the future, this fall, Amazon Fire Stick will be coming on board. So RVerTV will not only be on YouTube and Roku, but also Amazon Fire Stick coming this fall. You got an approval process and all that you go through, and it's getting there. So this has been months in the works getting it going. So anyway, enjoy. Once again, RVerTV.tv. Okay, moving on. All right, here we go. Travel plans. You know, this year has just been just a disaster because of the pandemic. Originally, here, let me move in a little bit. I was going to leave Arizona. This is at the end of April. I was going to go over to Oklahoma, visit family, and then go up through Tennessee, Ohio, Michigan, all the way up through Wisconsin, Minnesota, through the Dakotas, and eventually at the end of the summer come back to Arizona. That was the original travel plan. Now, I plan my trips months in advance. I don't plan all the stops because I really don't know exactly what I'll get into, but I pretty much know where I'm gonna travel to when I get going. But this year is not. So anyway, in saying that, now we're in the mid-July, 110 degree weather, and here we go. So let me scroll in here. Lake Havasu area. All right. Well, the goal right now, because of the weather being so hot, is to get from Lake Havasu up past Vegas and Lake Mead and up in the mountains, up here in Utah and Colorado. So that's going to be first next week. That's the plan. That's how we're going to be starting out. And actually, I will probably go up. I filmed this last year. I did this drive around Lake Mead right here, which is very scenic and pretty. And then I filmed the Valley of the Fire State Park, which was cool. But I'm not going to go that direction. I'm going to actually go up to 15. And then I'm going to cut straight up into St. George. And then from here, I'm going to hit the mountains. I'm not going to go any farther up 15. I want to... Zion is in here, Zion National Park. That should be scenic. And what else? You got Bryce Canyon up in here. And the weather should be cooler. It's going to be in the 90s no matter where you go, even in the mountains. That's fine, as long as it's not 115. Because boondocking, I have no air conditioning in the van. All I have is regular fans and the Fantastic fans and all that. So... And then from there, I'll just kind of wander my way through here. I have no clue exactly where I'm going to be stopping in here, but I will be in that region. And then I will be stuck right here. I'm going to have to take 70 and cut over into Colorado, and then from there, we'll see what happens. Now, a lot of things I do when I'm searching on Google Maps is I go up here to the search bar, and I'll type in, like, camping. And, whoop, took me back down there. Uh-oh. Anyway, let's do it up here, George. So I'll type in camping and go. And here's a bunch of campgrounds throughout that area. So it gives me an idea, like there's Virgin River Canyon Campground. Trouble is, it's going to be 110 in the shade there. And then I get over here and say, like, Mount Carmel Junction. I'll say camping again. And it'll give me a few of the campgrounds that are in that region. So I'll know a little bit about where I go. Also, sometimes I'll type in historic sites. And there I get historic, on Google Maps, it gives you a little idea, maybe stuff to see, like Bryce Canyon, of course, Zion, and everything else. So, anyway, that's kind of how I'm going to be traveling the rest of this summer. I'll just pick and choose. I'll look for campgrounds, historic sites, and try to stay on back roads as much as possible. So that's the goal of the travel this season. From Colorado, who knows? I might come back to Arizona. It all depends on, what's open and how far we get and all that. Or I might keep tracking a little bit north, like up into Wyoming, maybe back into the Black Hills again, up around Rapid City. So we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see how it transpires. Once again, it's the middle of the month of July. 110-degree weather. Oh, my goodness. So anyway, that's kind of the travel plans for this year. We'll have to wait and see. All right, moving on. Alrighty, well, I'm not going to drag this out too much longer. Traveling in a pandemic, to me, it's going to be very interesting to see how far I get, what's going to happen, and, what you can see on the road. Because stuff is still closed. I mean, and it's going to be closed the rest of the season. Nothing you can do about it. But it is very possible to travel in a pandemic, especially in an RV. RV sales, they say, are through the roof. People are buying them up left and right, renting them, because they feel it's the safest way to travel. And I tend to agree. I'm going to be out there doing the same thing. So we're definitely going to see what happens. Also, one more question that I get a lot. What drone do I fly? How about the DJI Mavic Pro 2? I get that so much every day, which I don't mind. But that's the drone right there. It's a high quality drone. It's got a 1-inch sensor and all that in it. So anyway, get over on Amazon. There's links down in the description that shows all the equipment I use. Also coming up, I'll show you real quick a little clip here. I just received it yesterday by UPS. That's a 20-quart cooler. Actually, I shouldn't even call it. It's a 12-volt refrigerator freezer. And that's going to be going straight into the van. I'm going to film that tomorrow. I'm setting it up as a freezer because I already have the fridge in there. And anyway, I'm going to do a review on this, and also I'm going to set up like a little freezer, and that way I'll have not only a refrigerator in the van, I will have a freezer too. So hopefully I can keep like ice, water frozen, water bottles, freeze those and all that. And that way, when I'm boondocking, I have frozen cold water, all that. Cool. All right. As always, I hope everything's safe in your world. This is just a quick update. Check out the website. I'm very proud of that thing. I hope you do. All right. Tomorrow's video, we'll be putting in that freezer. Talk soon.